Every NASA mission relies on a team of scientists and engineers to design, manufacture, and verify that these spacecraft can indeed reach their intended target. You can't just point a rocket in the sky and light the fuse. You have to verify that your trajectory reaches its destination and validate through complex calculations it'll work. In the 1960s, those were done by hand. And for our most important flights, it was Katherine Johnson, a West Virginia native, that did them. Today, we use software to make those calculations. NASA's independent verification and validation facility in Fairmont, West Virginia, bears her name and proudly carries her tradition by ensuring that this software is safe, reliable, and can be trusted to ensure our missions are completed and get home safely. Safety costs money, as you know, and the IVMV's budget has been flat for over a decade. To address gaps in funding in the past few years, NASA has required its mission directorates to pay a portion of IVMV's funding. And that's just a kind of an if and situation. So I think the most logical solution is to increase the IVMV's budget so that NASA's mission directorates aren't forced between their budgets and safety. Everybody's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Didn't know if it was on your radar screen. If you could look into that, try to be considerate and help us on that, sir.
I will certainly look into that, Senator. And if I might tell you a story about Katherine Johnson, if y'all happen to see the movie Hidden Figures.
Oh, it was the greatest.
It is an exact true story about how John Glenn, the first to climb into that Atlas rocket that had a 20% chance of failure. And it was the first time that they were using a computer on the trajectory. And he did not want to rely on that. He wanted the backup of Katherine Johnson to make her mathematical calculations by hand to verify. That tradition, that legacy has now extended to what is in your state of West Virginia, the independent verification.
Well, if you can help us on that just so they have their independent funding, because they're relying on other sources just to survive.
Let's go visit that together.
Okay, you're not that far. I can take you and your lovely bride, and we'll go enjoy a nice week.